Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear, now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day, but them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it down. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something done the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close at the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Akara m ihe mbe na-eme mbe si ma achọrọ ofu ukwu ehi ma nke ọzọ mụ achọrọ ihe niile ma ụkwụ ya ma aka ya ma isi ya ma olu ya anyị ga-adọbiri wee pụọ na nke onwe anyị tigata azụ etu anyị nọ tupu ndị ọcha wee bịa ebe a nwa aha obodo ebe a nwe ndị mmadụ n'ime tupu nwa bekee si ebe o si hapụ obodo ya ọ bịa ebe a ọkpọrọ onye nke ọkpọrọ okeke ọkpọrọ okafọ dakata anyị isi ọ sị n'ụbọchị nke taa na anya aha anyị wusi Naijiria anyị na-aza aha na-enweghị omimi n'ime ya ihe ngwa gị gbasị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwepụ ya kọwara m ọmụa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ihe anyị na-ekwuwu na ebe arụgidere ụlọ a na ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria agaghị emekọtanwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wee chere na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị ruo ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwekwu ka nwee mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị nụkọ nke ndị ụmụnne ha egosighị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ajụrụ ajụ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na anyị na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye gara ndụ kpakụ onye ire rie n'ihe ọ Ndụbụisi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka echehata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwoke na ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro ekwu okwu asị abụgịnị ma anyị ji wee ekwu okwu ọnwụ ihe ndị a ka anyị sị na anaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ.
Akụkọ a kọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na ewu agaghị nzukọ ụmụ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ aja ejiri ọkụkọ maọbụ nwụchụ aja mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu enwe ha na-eto esi mgbe kpam akpụrụ ndị Igbo ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ maọbụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị agaghị nzukọ mere ya bụ ihe eji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo ahụ kpafu n'obodo Naijiria karịa
ọ bụ site na akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dịka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga etu ọkụka mba niile dị iche iche si kpọọ ụmụ Izrel asị a na-egbu ha a na-egbu ha a na-egbu ha afọ niile aka na-egbu ha o wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma ọ ka mma na onwe ihe kwegbuo anyị wu nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga kama na na-esi etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu odo na onye onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi ọnwụghị ofu ugboro ọnwụghị ugboro abụọ ọnwụghị ugboro atọ ọnwụghị ugboro anọ ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike wee nwere onwe anyị ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-asọ nwere onwe tụbụ na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ bụ mabata n'ime ụlọ mbịa bupụ m isi a sị na-achọghị ụdị nka ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ àjà ọzọ.
Welcome. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you for being part of this program. Please kindly like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to those who are close to you so that they can join us on this very evening program. We've come again. It is Sunday, a Sunday sermon as we always do. We are here to present the program. Remember, in our platform, we do not instigate violence. We don't preach hate. All we do here is to present Biafra before the whole world as the only remedy. That is what we do, and that is what we continue to do. Please, as you join, try and write on the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me. Before I continue, leave a message on the comment section. Let me know if you can hear me. I want to confirm that somebody can hear me, then I can proceed. You know that we don't come here for propaganda. We do not come here for blackmail. All we do here is to preach the gospel of Biafra. And we will continue to preach that gospel no matter what the enemies are doing, no matter their attack, no matter their blackmail and their propaganda. We will continue to preach the gospel. So as you join us on this program, write on the comment section. Let me know if you can hear my voice. Thank you so much for joining. My brother Gerard DK, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Mercy Akere, thank you so much, Mercy. I appreciate you, Mercy. Thank you so much. You're always there helping out to make sure that things are going the way it should go. I appreciate you, my beloved sister, Mercy Akere, and my brother Gerard DK. I appreciate both of you for your constant and immense support. Without you always there, I cannot be here. And your presence is one of the things that is giving me courage to come all the time. Even when I'm so tired, I need to take a rest. I will remember that there are some people who are waiting. And when I remember there are people who are waiting, I will have no choice than to come online and speak to my people. So I appreciate everyone that has joined this program wherever you are joining. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the program, more especially my beloved sister Missy and my brother Gerard. Thank you both for your constant support. I wish you all a very happy Sunday. It is a Sunday again, and we are here to speak on a Biafra Sunday sermon. Biafra Sunday sermon. We will not give up, we will not get tired, and we will not run away from our enemies. We will continue to confront them. We will continue to speak, even when they don't want us to speak. We will continue to speak. Most of the time, they attack us. They try everything they can to see that they hinder our message. Some of you do not understand the kind of attack we are getting on a daily basis in the platform and outside the platform. We get attacks, we get threats from all angles, from all corners, but that is not going to stop us. For as long as we know we are doing the right thing, no amount of threat, no amount of propaganda, no amount of blackmail will stop us. We will never stop. They can continue to push all their lies. They can continue to send all their threats. They can continue to intimidate. They can continue to attack. But my promise to you that I will do my own part for as long as I'm alive. And every one of you also do your own part. Don't worry. Everybody must not agree with you. Everybody must not take the same line like you. But the most important thing that you that have taken the decision, hold on to your decision and don't allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. So my beloved sister, my beloved brothers who are there watching wherever you're watching from, I welcome every one of you to this amazing program. It is a very special day and we will continue. One of the important things we have to be doing and we continue to do is to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa is not forgotten. To make sure that the illegal sentence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not stand. To make sure that the injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not stand. Because they want to make it look as if it is true, it is not real. There's no truth in it. So we will continue to expose that lies they have told, and we will never stop. So my fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, according to wherever you are watching from, I welcome every one of you. I say good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Accept my greetings according to your time zone, wherever you are watching from across the world. Today we gather as one Biafran family, unshaken, unbroken, unstoppable. This is not just a sermon like you have in your churches. It's not just like a sermon that we have had in our various churches today. Many of us Biafrans are Christians. My own self, I am a Christian and I go to church every Sunday. So this is not like the ordinary sermon you hear in the church. This is a special sermon that has to do with Biafra. And as I always say, if you claim to be a Christian and you don't support the freedom fighting of your people, you should be ashamed of yourself. Whether you are a Biafran, a non-Biafran, whether you are from Yoruba land, you are from Middle Belt, or you are from the North, you are a Christian and you do not support the freedom fighters, you should be ashamed of yourself, because Christianity is built on the bedrock of fighting for freedom to save humanity. Every message about Christianity is the freedom of mankind. Christianity from the beginning to the end is the fight for the freedom of mankind. That was why Christ came. Christ came to redeem mankind. He didn't come to do any other thing, only to redeem mankind so that we can have salvation. So if you are alive today and you are not fighting for freedom, you don't support those who are fighting for freedom, so you are fighting against them, you should be ashamed of yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. You are not a Christian. That is why every Sunday, after going to church, I will come here and worship as a Biafran. My Biafranness is not at war with my Christianity. They are two things and the same thing at the same time. It is your effort in supporting humanity that shows how Christian you are. It is not by your wickedness, it is not by your lies, propaganda, and subversion of the truth. You must stand with the truth as always. Stand with the truth. It doesn't matter who is concerned. It doesn't matter who is called. Stand for the truth and for the truth alone. So this is not just a sermon that you're hearing. This is a call to conscience. What you're hearing from me now on Sunday is the call for conscience. Calling the conscience of everybody that is out there, whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran. No matter the part of the world where you come from and you are listening to this program, I am calling to your conscience. A call to courage. A call to remain steadfast in our God-given right to self-determination. That is the call I'm making. We have a God-given right to be steadfast in our self-determination pursuit. It is our right, a God-given right, supported by international law, supported by people's and human rights law, African people's and human rights law. Even Nigerian law itself supports self-determination. But because the contraption called Nigeria has been taken over by evil, the devil himself is in charge of Nigeria today. That is why they criminalize self-determination. If this devil is not in charge of Nigeria today, if Satan himself is not in charge of Nigeria, they will not criminalize self-determination. If Satan is not in charge of Nigeria, they will not have any business kidnapping mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. If Satan is not in charge of Nigeria, they will not have any time to begin to ask for the arrest of Mazi Simon Ekpa in Finland. They will not pay money, sponsor people to go and make sure that Mazi Simon Ekpa is detained in Finland. Because both people are fighting for self-determination, which is a right, not a privilege. But today, that right is denied from us. So wherever you are and you are watching this program, this is a call to your conscience. This is a call to your conscience, a call to courage, a call to remain steadfast in our God-given right to self-determination. We stand today for truth, for justice. We stand for protection of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He must be protected. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be protected. It is an assignment for everyone that cares about humanity, whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran, whether you are a Biafran supporter or not. We are talking about human life. We are talking about humanity. We are talking about justice. Because injustice against one is injustice against all. That is why every one of us must add our voice to call for justice for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If we ignore and pretend it doesn't concern us, a time is going to come. Every one of us will face the consequence of our action. It is time for us now to act. If we do not act, there might be no time for us to act. The illegal conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu transfer to Sokoto calls for action. Continue to speak. Don't be silent and say it is not yet over. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not over. Don't think it is not over. Continue to pray. Continue to speak. Continue to shout. Continue to call out the enemies. It's an assignment that we must carry on, and we must continue to call them out. Our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has not committed any crime. No. He's illegally detained. And the illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unacceptable. We must not accept it. We must not accept it. Don't say it is all over. It's not over. That's why we have to double our effort. Double our effort. Like today, Mazi Simon Ekpa put a call across. Today, Mazi Simon Ekpa called again and he advised Biafrans to continue to do everything they can and double their effort. More especially, continue to provide evidence, any evidence you can provide of the atrocities of Nigerian government. Speak about the lies, the fraud, the injustice of Nigerian government, the genocide committed by Nigeria that they are denying. We must not allow them to succeed in that genocide. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, is concerned about every one of us. Even though he's in detention, he is still there and he's thinking about us. The same thing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in detention, but still worried about you, about me. So why wouldn't we double our effort to do everything we can do to protect them? We must protect them. The voice of millions and the symbol of our collective struggle must be protected. No matter the intimidation, no matter the trials, the spirit of Biafra remains alive, strong, and rising. They can never stop us. As long as there is still a Biafran alive, breathing, the spirit of Biafra can never be stopped. Ignore all their propaganda and blackmail, including those that call themselves Christians that are joining the enemy. Allow them. They are going to suffer for everything they do. I urge you to share this broadcast to every platform you can. It is part of the struggle, part of the message. It is part of the message. Share it to anybody. If you cannot make your own video, at least you share the video that others are making. That will go a long way to create awareness. Today, we strengthen our resolve. We renew our commitment, and we declare boldly, we will not bow. We will not break. Never. It doesn't matter the attack. It doesn't matter what they do. We will never bow. Don't you ever give up. Don't you ever bow. No matter the threat, we must continue. Today, you see that the people who are supposed to talk are not talking. The people who are in the front line in the Biafra issue, they're not talking. Including in Nigeria, those who call themselves Christians, your general overseers, your pastors. Since the issue of genocide, how many of them were bold enough to come on the national TV and speak? How many of them are bold, even in their own churches? How many of them are bold enough to talk about the genocide? That shows you that they are all political. Every general overseer, they are all political. They are not there for you. You think they are there for you? You are wasting your time. They are not there for you. They are there for their selfish interests. We must not forget the message of our spiritual mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He left a very, very strong message for all of us. And we must carry that message along. No matter the lies the enemies spill, no matter their propaganda, don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. We know that our life is in our hands. We are the only one that can protect ourselves. Nobody will protect us. Nobody will fight our battle. We are the ones to fight our battle for ourselves. So wherever you are, those people who call themselves your leaders, who call themselves your pastors, who you obey, they are not there for you. They are not there for you. This Christian genocide issue have revealed a lot of things. The Christian genocide issue have made us to know so many things that are unknown. It has made us to realize that the people you thought are with you are not with you. The people you thought can be trusted cannot be trusted. It is very, very clear. We know better now than before. So wherever you are today and whatever you are doing, do not get discouraged. Do not be confused. Do not be distracted. Always remain focused. The truth will always fly. They can't hide the truth forever. I want us to hear the message from this brother. Let us hear what he had to say before we continue.
The president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, our dear Archbishop Daniel Oku, the president of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, our beloved Bishop Francis Walioke, religious leaders in the Christian community in Nigeria, how far? Did you turn off your mics? What happened to your voices, our dear fathers in the Lord? What exactly is going on? Since the raising of the issue of killing of Christians or genocide in Nigeria by the United States government, your silence have been more audible than all your sermons put together. What exactly is going on? Why are you running, our dear fathers in the Lord? Do you have a problem with the word genocide? Or are you trying trying to deny that there have been no killing of Christians in Nigeria. What exactly is the problem? Even if you do not agree with genocide or you do not agree with the phrase, do you not agree that insecurity in Nigeria is an issue and it should be stopped? What exactly does your silence, what value does it bring to the table? How does keeping quiet and refusing to speak up help the lives of innocent Nigerians who have been slaughtered like animals across the country? Whether you say both Islam and Christians have been killed, do you not agree that it is time to address and take out the common enemy? After all, the US government said that the Nigerian government should move fast to take out the terrorists or they will come and take them out. So who should be worried? Why is anybody afraid? If we agree and we come to a conclusion that both Christians and Muslims are being killed, why should Christians and Muslims not together rejoice that the common enemy should be taken out? Because I think only a terrorist should be afraid of an intervention to take out terrorists. After all, the ruling party were the ones who even began the bringing or the calling of foreign intervention to help handle insecurity. So where does the problem come from? Our dear religious leaders, are you truly called by God as religious leaders to stand to defend the truth and to, after all, that is why our Lord Jesus Christ also came. That the lonely and the poor, the defenseless amongst us will be given a sense of belonging and will be spoken for. The prophets of old were able to speak truth to power and stand to seek justice and truth. What exactly do you stand for, Nigerian Christian religious leaders? Are you truly called by God to do his will and to bring his kingdom here on earth? Or you are, as some persons will perceive, private businessmen who are only interested in protecting personal business interests? Whether or not you agree with the phrase of genocide, is it not a time for you to also reach out to the Muslim community leadership for everybody to know that if you agree that both people from both religions or denominations are being killed, then we should all unite and put pressure on government to take out the common enemy? For weeks and for months, the Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo in the north has been wailing and crying what exactly have been the position of CAN and PFN, to see that you also lend a voice to stand for justice. Our dear Nigerian leaders, is it all about building cathedrals, and you do not care whether the number of Christians and other members of the family or kingdom who are slaughtered without any repercussions? Our dear religious leaders in Nigeria, what exactly are we preaching and what are we practicing? Why is it that with all our numbers, we have no renewable influence on society governance? Is it not still the same religion that built the Western world? Why have the religion in Nigeria only produced more poverty and more criminality and insecurity? If every person in Nigeria worships in either a church or a mosque, who is engaging in criminality? Tomorrow you wait, when you come out, you begin to tell us to pray for leadership. That God said we should pray for our leaders. You are not interested in calling for electoral reforms. You are not interested in lending your voices for free and fair election. So you allow the politicians to rig themselves and perform criminality into office. Then you call us to pray and sanctify and consecrate criminality. This thing where I want to talk, I no one use that to read Uruku. Our dear religious leaders, you can do better. If you are truly men of character and integrity, this is a time to unite and put up a common front for humanity, for justice, for truth. Nigerian religious leaders, Christian leaders, pillar of cloud in the day, pillar of fire at night, bulletproof SUV, investment, buying mansions, building cars, the houses, getting estates. Jesus is coming soon. Jesus is coming soon. But Daddy Gio, they invest in real estate. Are you sure he is coming soon? Why are we making a mockery of the body of Christ? The body of Christ, Nigeria, has become so sick that it needs more attention than even APC. Shame on who at a point like this cannot stand up to speak up for truth and justice and for humanity, that the incessant loss of life should stop. It should not be difficult. It should not be a problem for leaders to come out and say killings are not a normal thing. It should end, whether you agree with the word genocide or not. Shame on all of us. Shame on all of us, Nigerian leaders. Look at the work that Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo has been doing. How many people have reached out to him? How many people are saying that you should do what you can do to protect brethren in the north? If you truly agree that Islam and Christian are also being killed, both Muslim and Christian. Is it not time for the leadership of all the two sects to come together and put pressure that the criminals and the terrorists, why should anybody be worried that terrorists are being taken out unless you are a terrorist? Nigerian religious leaders, may God help Nigeria. May the kingdom of God come soon enough, and may God send help to his children in Nigeria. Since the gatekeepers and the so-called fathers will decide to be silent at the time when their voices were needed most. Nigerian religious leaders. Hi.
That was a very direct message. I chose to play this on a Sunday. You know that today is Sunday, and many of us went to our churches, and in your churches, they never mention anything about what is going on. So many of these big pastors, throughout this battle of the genocide of the Christians, which we know started all the way from the genocide of the Biafran people, they are all silent. The same way the politicians are silent in the genocide of the Biafran people. Instead of the governors fighting against the genocidal act of the Janjaweed, we saw them supporting them. I saw a video that was made by Soludo promising the Fulanese that he's going to give them land. In a time when everybody is concerned to secure their place, the governors in Southeast are selling our place more. You can imagine. Soludo is still planning to give away Anambra State to the Fulani people. In this very difficult time, when people are all crying for solution, look at the Southwest. They have taken over Southwest. Today, Soludo is bringing them to the heart of Igbo land. The heart of Igbo land, that is where Soludo want to give them land. That is where Soludo want to give them land. It is sad. It is very, very sad. Everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wondered about is happening very, very fast. Every single thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about is happening. And that is why they are even holding him. That is why they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they condemn Mazi Nnamdi. That is why they want to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by all means possible. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made the revelation that no man has ever made. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a revelation no man dares to make in Nigeria. Who are you? Who are you to make the kind of revelation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made? And that is why they are going gaga. And everything that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said has come to pass. They have come to pass. So you can continue to hate him, you can continue to like him, you can say anything you want to say. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never be forgotten. And we will make sure that he is not forgotten. No matter what the enemies might do, no matter what they say, we will continue to talk about the illegal arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We continue to put it on the front page. We will never allow them to push it to the background. I want us to hear this response that was given by Omoyele Sowore. Let's listen to this response that Omoyele Sowore gave. It doesn't matter, like him or hate him. Accountability. He's done a great job.
You know, Kanu faces life for incitement, yet many who kidnapped and killed remain untouched, with facing no consequences. How do you explain this double standard?
Well, I have had a lot of conversation about Nnamdi Kanu's situation, including revealing to the Nigerian people that his trial was pre-planned. Everything that eventually played out on the day of his conviction had already been exposed by me on November 5. Maybe we are only lucky that we fought a bit through the Free Nnamdi Kanu protest to have saved Nnamdi Kanu from a hangman's noose. They were going to sentence him to death. That was the plan. And you can check my Twitter, Facebook post on November 5, because I was giving that information in advance. They also, as a result of that, got very upset that we had a protest in Abuja They shot at us, tear gas, arrested his lawyers, myself, later, and took us to the courts outside of, within Abuja, but, near Kuje, and sent us to prison for 4 days. After we were granted bail on a Friday, the judge who was supposed to sign off on our bail paper ran away. He didn't come back until they were already setting the agenda for Nnamdi Kanu's conviction, or whatever they were going to do. But when they realized that maybe this is not popular or not going to be popular, they kind of pulled back a bit and did the life imprisonment. And they have also realized that even the life imprisonment has not stopped life or the life of what he stood for. Because it came at a time that, like I've always said, he prophetically predicted some of the things that are happening in Nigeria now. And when he was eventually convicted, those things have come full circle in terms of terrorism, the unchecked activities of the people you call terrorists or bandits who have been given preferential treatments in Nigeria over time. They always have the right, they can drive around in their convoys with vehicles seized from the Nigerian army. One of them wore a uniform of a police commissioner, and assistant police commissioner he killed. He wore his uniform to town. They were carrying their magazines and the heavy-duty weapons and ammunition and addressing press conferences. I insist that till date, the only evidence that was adduced against Nnamdi Kanu in this trial, the whole trial, was that they had a microphone and they had the radio transmitter and his underwear, both top and bottom, that they found in a hotel. Every other evidence they claim was against him were things that were circumstantial. Oh, he said that the people should kill police, even when he was not in the country. Or he was the one who made NSAS to become what it is. But there are celebrities in Nigeria who claim they started NSAS. I started NSAS in Abuja. And I was one who gathered a lot of people that joined NSAS by calling them individuals, some of the celebrities. So if those ones are being celebrated for doing NSAS, why is Nnamdi Kanu being sent to prison for life? Just for speaking on the day of NSAS to say, oh, do this or whatever they said, he said. So everything they accuse him of are things that they had no evidence caused any problem that they adduced caused. They even accuse him of killing Gulag while he was in detention. I know something about being in DSS detention. You have zero access to communication. Even if you smuggle something, and they have a way of monitoring you. So how could somebody like that be sentenced to death? And a terrorist from one of the Boko Haram commander was sentenced to 20 years in prison. That is why Nigeria is where it is today. Some people in our animal farm, some animals are superior to others. And until that is addressed, until the justice applies, to everybody in Nigeria, you are not going to get peace without justice. That's what so many of us have been saying, whether you like to hear it or not. But I feel it has come full circle now. That even those who felt like they can bamboozle others, say, oh yeah, it is, he's a bad person. They are now dealing with the real bad.
You have heard Omoyele Sowore make his point, and every single thing Omoyele Sowore said is nothing but the truth. These are facts. The prophecies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has come to pass. The reason they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is because he saw tomorrow. That thing he was telling them they don't want to hear, it is happening now. The reason they are charging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, broadcast he made during the end, and he made some wonderful broadcasts, very wonderful broadcasts that he made during the NSAS to encourage the youths who were trying to put up a better Nigeria. NSAS was not for Biafra. NSAS was for their so-called better Nigeria for those who believe in it. But yet, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu supported the youths. But today, he that supported the youth is the person they want to attack. He's the person they talk about. I'm going to play a video. Let us use that video as a short break before we proceed. Let us listen to that video that is playing with the music on the background. The video you're going to watch was made during the time of the NSAS by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He is one of the NSAS videos, but they don't play this kind of videos. They choose the one they want to use to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or to tarnish his image. But we will not allow them. We continue to show the world the true Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that they don't want them to see. That very Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't want them to see. We will continue to show it to the world. Let us listen to this very word.
The more you keep on supporting evil with the Zoom, the more your land will be taken from you. The more your daughters will be raped and abducted, the more your sons will slaughter the cold. And under one Nigeria, there is nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Because one idiot that the group will rise up and say to you, oh no, this one Nigeria, there is crime everywhere. Haven't you heard about Zamfara? Haven't you heard about Katsina? There is crime everywhere. That is not the crimes you have in the north, the insecurity you have in the north is as a direct consequence of their own actions. They are either in the Nigeria, ISIS in West Africa, Boko Haram, Fulani Herdsmen, bandits, who brought them to Nigeria? It's Fulani. Fulani brought them to Nigeria. Everybody brought them here. All of them were not brought them here. And you put them and dumb and stupid. When you come out and you pretend, oh, we are one Nigeria, go and go where is the boundary, where would the boundary of Biafra begin? And I asked the fool, where is the boundary of Nigeria begin? People from Niger come in and go as they like. Most of these idiots are from Niger. They are building a pipeline to Niger. They are building a well line to Niger. They are building roads to Niger. Where the money comes from, which is Biafra land. We don't have those infrastructure. No, we don't. But you're taking our money. You come to an ID. You come to everybody. You come to our grave. You come to get the money, and now you're using the way to be and you want me to be happy. You are insane. You come to my land, you take our house, you take our cars, you take our pamper, you take everything from our PAC, our national care. You are now building a road from Katsina to Niger. Airport. Because those that they appointed to speak to you, so that they will come out pages of the newspaper to keep the world giving the pressure that happened when they go is the Nigeria is not one. We are marginalized. And then you come back to say Nigeria is right. Say it. And you just finish. These are the special language. On one hand, say Nigeria is not one. You are marginalized. You are being discriminated against. You are suffering. They are killing you everywhere. And you come back to the same place and say Nigeria must be one. Had Nigerians gotten together to say they want to be part of this useless contraction, that's entirely their business. I mean, Democrats have subscribed. But have you asked yourself this question? Why is it that all those asking you to remain in one Nigeria has something to gain from Nigeria, or they have benefited in the past? Nothing more. I saw the letter that was sent back to President Biden. The unit has come back and said, come and help us fight terrorism. In order to ensure that there will be no regional destabilization. That is the game plan at the U.S. State Department for very many years, until September. They keep trotting out these lies. Once Nigeria breaks up, there will be destabilization in the entire region. I said, you don't understand African history. Most of the people are not. When I say they say I'm insulting them, no, I'm not insulting them. Most of the people in Africa, we are tribal people in Africa. In Africa, we are tribal regions in Africa. We always go back to our village where our umbilical cord, our long leg. That's how we come. That That is why every Christmas, Easter, New Year festival, or August meeting, you see us migrating back to where we come from. And I keep saying these things to Africa, they don't understand it. They don't understand it. Everywhere in Africa during Christmas, if you like be in South Africa, if you like let it be in Kenya, if you let it be in Rwanda, everybody from the capital goes to the village. If you go to Accra, except the capital. This past Christmas, if you like, go to Cotonou.
That was a very wonderful message from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will make sure you will never forget him. By all means possible, we will continue to push the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This message he delivered here was during the time of NSAS. It was during the time of NSAS, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu delivered that message. And we will never forget. No matter how they try to push their lies, their propaganda, to make us run away from the truth, to make us run away from the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the more they do it, the more we find reason to listen. Tomorrow morning program, you're going to be hearing more of the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are going to be backing it up with our cultural music so that we can be able to be digesting it. Any way we can deliver this message to make sure that it moves, we will continue to deliver it. Wherever you are, do your own part and allow Chukwu Kabiam to do the job. We cannot do everything, but those little things we can do, we will not hesitate to do them. Those little things you know you can do, continue to do them. Continue to do them. We will make sure that our voice is being heard. We will not allow our people to continue to die in vain. We will not allow the suffering of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be in vain. We will not allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's effort to be in vain. Never ever. That is why every one of us, wherever you are, you must continue to do your part. You must continue to fight. Fight more than ever before. Continue to fight. Put in all your strength. Put in all your power. This battle is ours. Nobody's going to fight this battle for us. We refuse to fight this battle. Nobody is going to fight the battle for us. That is why we must continue to do our own part in a little way that we can. Our enemies are not relaxing. Remember, tomorrow is sit at home. Our sit at home continue. Tomorrow is Monday. And we are going to have our sit at home message tomorrow. You must continue to join, continue to make your own part. Anything you can do, make sure that our voice is heard. You need to do it. The battle has just begun. They are making us scared so that we cannot be speaking about our Biafra. They try to threaten us. They try to make us disappointed. They try to make us discouraged. But I urge you, my brothers and sisters, do not get discouraged. Do not get discouraged, my brothers and sisters. Do not get discouraged. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, continue to stay put. Continue to put in your effort. We shall overcome. The battle has just begun. The battle for the soul of Biafra has just begun. And we will never give up. We will never give up. When we talk about the disgrace of Nigeria, it is a shame that even people who call themselves men of God, they are part of the evil. You heard me when I played the message of that our brother who was calling them out. Some people who are standing against Christianity today, who are joining the government to say there is no genocide. When you hear their name, you become ashamed of yourself to be a Christian. When people come and tell you there is no God, don't get angry with them. Get angry with the people who made them to think that there is no God. We know that there is God. We know there is God who lives in heaven. We know there is God who created heaven and earth. We know there is God who answers prayers. We know that. But some people have decided to throw in the towel because of the kind of things people are doing. People that call themselves men of God. Today is Sunday. And these same criminals will stand in the pulpit and they preach. They call themselves pastors. You will see them, they will stand in the pulpit to preach. And they claim they are Christians. They claim they are preaching the gospel. And you ask yourself, what gospel are they preaching? Where are they getting their own message from? Is it from the same Bible we are reading, or they have their own Bible? That's the question we ask sometimes. Do they have their own Bible, or is it the same Bible that many of us are reading? That is world. People who are covered with lies. When they are lying, they don't even have a shame when they lie. So let us go into some of the updates we can see from this media network, Sahara. This one say how Amcoc's ex-boss Armed Guru appointed receivers for Eric before seeking central bank approval. You're going to see their bad news. Look at this one. Nigerian leaders have abandoned failing health system. Now prefer to run abroad. Die there, Showore. Well, it's not today. You begin to say that one is not a new thing again. Going abroad is not a new thing. That one is the order of the day. Every one of them have their hospital in abroad where they have been treated. Look at this one. Lawyer Enebehi Effiong faults Tinubu's ambassador list, says it rewards criminality. Exactly. If you see the Tinubu ambassador list, you will pity yourself. The people that Tinubu chose ambassador. That is when we say that Nigeria will never be good, it is not just because we want to say it. The people that Tinubu listed as ambassadors, when you see the names, somebody like, what is it called? The one that have the he go to will be a. Even the man that rigged their former election was given an appointment as ambassador. You wonder the kind of country that he'd be ambassador. The other idiots that brought somebody for fault finding, that came and stood against them, who is lying everywhere, going everywhere, they still made him an ambassador. A shameful list. And some people, after seeing this thing, you still think that you have a country. I pity those who are having hope in Nigeria. I just pity them. They are only waiting for what will consume them. Nigerian police recovered the decomposing body of 2 abducted women in Anambra. You see? 2 abducted women. They were murdered and their decomposing body recovered. That is it. 2 adopted women. This is how we see dead bodies everywhere, mass graves everywhere in Infraland, and nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. Tinubu met ex-President Jonathan Asorok after returning from military-led Guinea-Bissau. That is it. You see them? Do they care? They don't care about you. They don't care about you. It's about them. President doctors now suspend strike after 1 month. See, in a country where doctors are going for strike, and you still call yourself a member of that country. You still call yourself that you live in a country. Tinubu has a police palaver by Chidi Anselm Odenkalo. These are idiots. This Chidi Odenkalo always talking rubbish every time, speaking BB grammar that doesn't have any solution. You speak grammar, after speaking grammar, the trouble will continue. That's what I see. Anglican Church condemned killing of Kaduna priests, demands wife daughter's release. Imagine, they kidnap a Kaduna priest with the wife and they kill the man. They kill the priest and they take away the wife. The only thing they can do is to demand. Demanding for what? Are you demanding from is it from bandits that the government cannot be able to face? Are they the people they are commanding? You must prepare to fight back. Anglican Church condemned killing of Kaduna priest, demands wife, daughter release. Wife and daughter still in captivity. They kill the priest, and all you can do is to come and demand. And who do you think will listen to your demand? Is it the bandit? Christians in Nigeria should better wake up and protect themselves. If you are going to church, let the church buy their AK-47 for their security. Every usher in the church is supposed to be having AK-47 to protect and defend the church. Every usher in every church is supposed to have, every church should go and get a license for AK-47. This is what they're supposed to be discussing in their House of Assembly. Allow churches to use AK-47 to defend themselves. Allow churches to use their assault rifles to defend themselves against genocide. They will not. Look at this one. Bandit attack Ejiba community in Kogi. Kidnap pastor's wife. Kidnap pastor, wife, others during church service. They say no genocide. This one just happened yesterday. Bandit attack Ejiba community in Kogi State. Kidnap pastor, kidnap his wife and others during church service. Breaking news during church service. This happened 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago. Kidnap pastor, his wife, and members of the church in a church where they are holding service. Maybe as they come for their Sunday service. See? That is it. Parent of kidnapped St. Mary's Catholic School pupils in Niger State stage protests. The parents are staging protests will not save you. People better rise up and fight. If you don't fight, nobody's going to fight for you. Nobody's going to fight for you. Nobody. You look at people who are fighting for their own home, they arrest them and detain them. Now they release them. 7 Owoshokri residents arrested during peaceful protests against freedom. Protesters are always detained. Once you protest in Nigeria, you are going to jail or you lose it. Even if they arrest you, is that. What the people they shoot? In the case of IPOB, you protest, they shoot you. And nobody asks a question, nothing. Nobody says anything. PDP reject Tinubu ambassadorial list, says nominees damage Nigerian global image. Of course. Tinubu himself, is he not a damage? Tinubu himself is not a damage to your so-called global image. Nigeria has no image anywhere. The name itself is a disgrace. The name Nigeria is a disgrace. So, Army colonel accuses army of repaying him with injustice. This one is not story now. Army colonel accuses army of repaying him with injustice. That is a normal thing in Nigeria. So it's late for you. Before you begin to serve, you knew that it will happen. And now that it happened, you deal with it. Yeah. This was idiot. This idiot. That's it. Flashback a video of Kemi calling journalists stupid for asking questions. That is it. They feel untouchable. The person they gave an ambassador. They are appointed as ambassador. This is where he was insulting a journalist, calling the journalist a stupid person. They feel untouchable. Who doesn't? These are the people they make ambassador. Tinubu made ambassador. This one and Reno Mokri. Reno Mokri, who just brought somebody who came and lied. Who just lied, and somebody who brought somebody who came and exposed their evil. They reward him with ambassador. Which country is Reno Mokri going to be ambassador? Tell me. And you tell me what kind of ambassador is going to be. Look at the most disgraceful man I have ever seen. Look at this idiot. This is one of the people that Tinubu gave appointment. Look at him. Bishop Coker. Bishop Coker. From the north, is it from Sokoto? Either from Sokoto or Maiduguri, this idiot. And he's claiming that there is no Christian genocide in Nigeria. You can imagine. A bishop. Bishop Coker, that we know that his own place, they can't even build a church. The church in his own place cannot even own a C of O. The church in his place cannot get C of O. Today, because they gave him appointment, he's denying that there is no genocide in Nigeria. You can imagine. Say he's a bishop. Satanic bishop. Because they gave him an appointment and they made him a counselor. Kuka reject claim of Christian genocide in Nigeria, says you can kill 10 million people and it won't be genocide. You just imagine. Did you hear that? Bishop Kuka said you can kill 10 million people and it won't be genocide. Did you hear what this son of a Satan said? This satanic man called himself a bishop. Satanic agent. Look at him. Satanic agent during the time of Buhari. So all he was saying during the time of Buhari was to get appointment. Now they give him an appointment. He's saying that you can kill 10 million people and it won't be genocide. Oh, God have mercy. It is a sin to be a Nigerian. It is a sin for anybody to associate himself with Nigeria. It is a sin, a grave injustice, sin. It is a sin for somebody to come and say, I am a Nigerian. It is a sin. You see? Reno Mokri once swore he will never work with Tinubu, now nominated as ambassador. That is it. Look at the he-goat, the idiot. The idiot, lying idiot, nominated as an ambassador. This lying idiot. These are the people that are going to represent Nigeria. And this is exactly what Nigeria is. Reno Omokri is exactly what Nigeria is. Reno Omokri is exactly what Nigeria represents. Lies, propaganda, hate, evil. Every quality that makes up a Nigeria is in him. So he's going to represent them. I hope they push him to a country where he's going to represent them. We'll watch and see. Mad people everywhere. Commercial vehicle attacked along Idofin Road in Kogi hours after abduction of 2 motorists. See the kind of bad news. Nigeria is full of news you can never hear. No good news coming from Nigeria. Let me see what these idiots are saying. Ohaneze calls Christian killing in Nigeria coordinated jihad, urges nationwide referendum. These ones are confused idiots. They use grammar to confuse themselves. Ohaneze Ndo Hinandam. They are the people that they are the people that detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They proscribe IPP. Every single kill that is happening in Biafra land today, Ohaneze Ndo should be held responsible. Ohaneze should be held responsible. This Ohaneze, I think Ohaneze YP, whether they are youth section or youth whatever. They should be held, Ohaneze should be held responsible for every single genocide in Biafra land today. They should be held responsible. Mad people everywhere. They are coming to make a statement. Idiots. Local contractual protest non-payment. That one is not a news. It's not a news. They are always, we know, it's always criminals. What show aftermath of bandit attack on Kogi Cherubim and Seraphim Church, abduction of pastor, other worship. That's it. In Kogi, look at the church. In Kogi, look at the church where they are telling, oh, Cherubim and Seraphim Church. That is where they went in Kogi State and adopted pastors and members. Cherubim and Seraphim Church. Look at the church. You can imagine. For you to have a church in this kind of area at this time, it's a very big risk. It's a very, look at in Kogi State. Almost in a bush, in a forest. You just gave yourself to them. You cannot be having a church in this kind of place without security. You can't be having a church in a forest like this without security. You must have your own AK-47. You see? That's where they abducted people. Video shows aftermath of bandit attack on Kogi Cherubim and Seraphim Church. That is it. That is it. 5 hours ago. 5 hours ago, maybe they were in their church conducting service for their Sunday service. The bandit struck. And some people think nothing is going to stop. It's going to intensify. Kogi kidnapped survivors recount escape after being marched through rivers by gunmen. You never see anything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke about it. They called him a warmonger. Kogi government deploys helicopter anti-kidnapping squad after bandit abduct pastor. Let's see you now. That one on news again. Delta judiciary workers denies forgery impersonation allegation of Oyofo family. Bad news everywhere in Nigeria. Kano CSOS urges drones, CCTV, telecom tracking, and deployment and depoliticize security to combat bandits. Grammar. This is how they talk rubbish. This is how they talk rubbish. All this nonsense you are talking, Pantami still have your information. Pantami, former Minister of Information, controls everything that is happening in Nigeria, even up to now. Pantami tacked everything and handed it over to Al Qaeda for Islamization of Nigeria. That's what you can do. US spy plane conducts reconnaissance over Borno to monitor ISWAP under Nigerian military deal. True. This is just a waste of time. It's a waste of time. After doing all this in ISWAP and whatever, they will definitely come back. They will definitely come back. Let the United States call for disintegration of Nigeria. Let people protect their territory by themselves. All this, your camera, whatever, is not going to add anything. ADC criticized Tinubu ambassador list. Once ex-INEC chairman's Jacobo appointment. Well, that's not a story. You can only make noise and they do what they want to do. Kogi government confirmed attack on church in Ejiba. Urges residents to avoid worshipping in the bush. If your church is there for bush, you better not go there. Lagos police identify officer involved in viral assault of bus conductor, launch investigation. True. Abia Governor Alex Oti, Sokoto Governor government officials. Abia Governor Alex Oti, Sokoto government officials visiting Nnamdi Kanu at Sokoto prison. They say Abia State Governor. I hope they don't go to poison mazi Nnamdi Kanu because I don't trust all these idiots. Go to this mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What does that got to do? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not supposed to be there in the first place. Abia State Governor Alex Oti, Sokoto government officials visiting Nnamdi Kanu at Sokoto prison. That is the latest 1 hour ago. So Alex Oti is in Sokoto State. Alex Oti is in Sokoto State to see mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So by the time he comes out, we will see what he's going to come out with. We'll see. Visiting him is not important. All we ask is that mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be freed unconditionally. So those updates that we can be able to find in the media for now. And tomorrow we are going to continue on our program tomorrow. So wherever you are, wherever you are joining us from, I urge you to continue on your own path to do anything you can do to keep on supporting the cause of Biafra. We will continue to speak. We will continue to do our part. Tomorrow you sit at home. Wherever you are, join the sit at home tomorrow. Observe the sit at home. Continue to demand the unconditional release of mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. And continue to show the world that we don't have anything to do with Nigeria anymore. They have lost legitimacy in Biafra land. Every officials of Nigeria have lost legitimacy. We are taking back and we're taking it back. No going back. Thank you so much for being with me on this program. I appreciate everyone who has participated so far. May Chukwu guide and protect every one of you. And may Chukwu come again and protect our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. We will have our normal program tomorrow by the grace of Chukwu Kagabema. Tomorrow morning, be sit at home. We will have our normal program. See you tomorrow morning and stay blessed. Bye-bye. Good night.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Now go with the go so. Yes, men, they kill us every day for them busy. They campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, the EJ love. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close at the film. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Naija no good job. And the country, the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collect in bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. One of them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.